Hey guys, this is Ricotta Paneer and Feta cheese day, and as they are all made out of almond flour in a very similar way, I'm going to try to mush them all into one video here. So this is what I mean by measuring your almond flour and putting it in the blender and then topping it up to a quart with water, because I'm not sure exactly how much water that takes. But what I have down here is some whole nut almond flour because I just wanted to show this to you, and I used up all my blanched almond flour making the cheeses. So I'm going to blend this up and be right back. Now, if you're going to make the ricotta, you don't have to strain the pulp out of the milk. You do have to strain it if you want to make a paneer or the feta. The ricotta cheese has just a little bit of a texture to it, so that's why you don't need to strain it through a nut milk bag. Now, once you get it strained, or not strained, depending on the cheese you're making, you mix it up with salt, and you bring it to a boil, and as soon as it gets like this, you take it off the heat, and you get your lemon ready in a squeezer. As soon as you've squeezed the lemon juice in, you just do a couple of like figure eights just to disperse it, and then you let it sit for half an hour until the curds form. After half an hour, the curds will have formed, and you can see just the little cracks. It's not quite, if you've ever made cow cheese, the curds will be a lot more defined, but it has curdled. So get your rig ready. I have here, it's propped up so that it won't soak in the whey as it drains. I've got my strainer and my diaper, and I'm ready to pour in the curds. Okay, so this will take several hours. It could even take overnight for the whey to separate from the curds. Okay, here is what some fresh ricotta looks like just right out of the strainer after it's been drained. And you can leave it like this. You can season it with minced garlic, Italian herbs, and just a little bit of white pepper. This is what I use to stuff my heart-shaped ravioli. You can also use it in lasagna. It's very good. For paneer, you want to press it. I put it in a ricotta basket lined with butter muslin. I like butter muslin because it's a tighter weave. If you go to the grocery store and get the really cheap cheesecloth, you probably need about 3 layers, or the cheese will come out through the gaps in the cheesecloth. So I like to use butter muslin, and this has been pressing for a few hours, but you're going to have to find something that works for you. This is what works for me, what fits into my ricotta basket. You need something that sticks up above the rim of the basket, because you need to, sorry, I have to adjust this with 2 hands. These are 5-pound weights. Not sponsored by the Sport Authority. Okay, and then you leave it like that overnight. And you have to be really careful to balance it, probably, so that the things don't slip off and crash and crack your surface. And we will be doing something with the paneer for the next video tomorrow. So you will see the finished paneer. It needs to be pressed overnight. But you also follow the same procedure for the feta. The cooking, the pressing, the draining of the whey and the pressing. And when you have a finished feta, you can cut it into cubes and marinate it. And it is, this is addictive. Oh my god. Oh, it's so good. You can make your own mixture Or what I did here was rescue some marinated artichoke.